Spring, definitely spring. Waters went down from all that flooding. Got the bridge all put back together this weekend. Had Jeremy and his buddy tagging back here for a couple days. It was one of our first jobs this week. Was get that bridge all reassembled. You can sort of see it down through the trees. Probably ain't going to show on the camera. There it is, way down there. Right about, let's see if I can get my finger in the camera. Just above the tip of my finger down there. But we got her all put back. It held pretty good. It was just the platform that had moved. So, not bad at all. Got the apple trees block starting to get its leaves and everything. Love it. But yeah, getting the garden ready. Lots of improvements this year. Fence held up nice through the winter. And this is our addition this year. We're doing raised beds. As you can see, I got 2 good ones built so far, plus the one I started with last fall. And I've got that shorter version back there. And I've got a couple, like enough skids for a couple more. I want to build one more square one like this and one more smaller rectangle one like that. The square one will go here, but I gotta wait till after I harvest my onions. They came up beautiful this spring. So once they've been harvested, I'm gonna have the second raised bed built. 2 of these skids builds 1 raised bed, and I think they look kind of nice. So set up the way they are. So it'll go right here. The other one like that will go. That's I think it's a 14-inch gap in there, and I've got just enough room to put another one in on that side with the same type of gap. Enough space to get through. So. And then I've got the shorter one back there, which is this size, 3 foot by 3 foot. That's going to be for rhubarb. The walking onions are coming up awesome. So yeah, lots of onions already underway. But yeah, time for all the garden prep. What I'm gonna do is I want to put a bunch of rock in the bottom of these, and then I'm going to use a combination of my local like sandy soil that I've got, like lots of, and I'm going to use some of my swamp mud as usual, same as I put in the garden every year. And Harley's also going to get me some compost, and I'll mix all the soils together and fill them up. Haven't 100% decided what all's getting planted. We are going to have more onions, obviously, because they grow amazing. Dad got me some Jerusalem artichoke. Well, he got himself some, but he's got a root thing set aside for me. I do believe he is also expecting horseradish. So I'm thinking maybe the Jerusalem artichoke in here, and horseradish here. The big square one that goes here after the onions are harvested will be for the onions. And I'm thinking a couple tomato plants in this one and pepper plants in this one that goes here once it's built. And then yeah, rhubarb here. And I just gotta figure out what to put in that one. I don't know, maybe more pepper plants. Haven't decided for sure, but. And then I've still got this spot which I want to get all redone. Get a bunch of good soil and stuff maybe another raised bed, but not required. That'll be for potatoes as usual. So, but we've at least got some of the stuff planned out and well underway. Garden's looking pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy with how well it's all went together. I gotta do something about this skid gate though. I gotta make a proper gate. Gotta finish. I gotta do this corner in the fence, the same as I did these ones, the outer corners. I gotta do that inside corner too. Stiffen up this section of the fence. But I'm thinking a full skid here with the little, like half skid on this side. That way I've got something to fasten a proper gate to for it. But everything's going together good. I'm pretty happy with it. I need to get some new garden gnomes. The winters have killed my gnomes. But yeah, this is where we're at for the garden for this year. I'm absolutely having a blast building these raised beds because, well, you get kind of bored sitting here sometimes, and especially while you're here alone, and it gives me something to do, right? So, yeah, lots of nice onions came up this year. There's quite a few there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We got 12, 13. I think it's 13, 12 or 13 anyway. A dozen came up. Only planted, I think, 20, 22 bulbs. A bunch of them there didn't come up from where these ones here are. There should have been 2 more rows there. Well, a zigzag row there. The zigzag row here, the bottom half of it came up, but not the top half. So, don't know exactly what happened there, but oh well, it happens. Maybe they'll still pop up. I'm not counting on it, but maybe they will. But yeah, once they come up, like once I pull them, harvest them, I'll be able to put the second square bed, raised bed in. Then sometime this week I'm going to build my other bed like this, the rectangle one, get it put in place, and yeah, the rhubarb one, which I just got finished doing it, so like building it. But yeah, we're gonna have a pretty good garden this year, I think. It sure looks good anyway. Okay, we'll let everyone go for now. Talk to you all soon. Lots of progress on the garden this week, and built this cool little planter of the chunk of skid from the Jenny house. The Jenny house is, well, that's a whole other story, so that's a different video already recorded. So you'll get to see that too. Cut up some wood. But yeah, progress on the garden this week. Got all the beds built. I went with all big ones other than that first smaller one. I got this one planted. On this side is my horseradish. And this side is my artichokes. Jerusalem artichokes, I do believe Dad says is what they're called. The onions are doing awesome. This is my onion prison. Maximum security onion prison. We got a guard on the tower over there. The onions are doing great that I planted last fall. Look how beautiful the apple tree looks right now. Just covered in blossoms. There's probably 5,000 blossoms on that. Every little spot on there got blossoms. And the flowers are really pretty when they open up. There's a few there. I love it. But yeah, got the rhubarb all thing sort of set up. Needs a bit more. I still need a bunch of soil, so not quite ready for full planting yet, but I had to make sure I brought enough stuff for the speckle stuff. That's just a thin top layer on there. It's all older stuff. It's got really, really good brand new soil in there. This has, it's all base, some swamp muck and some of that powdery stuff. It'll get several bags of new soil. Gonna need a bunch for the big planters, obviously. But yeah, garden's doing really good this year. I'm pretty I think optimistic's the right word. I'm looking forward to seeing how well it does. That's what we'll call it. The walking onions, they came up amazing this year. Like, look at the size of them. I can probably harvest some of them to eat. There's a little raspberry bush in the corner. But yeah, the garden's doing great. And I just realized earlier today, like this morning while I was out here working on it, my skids for my raised beds are duplicates, like matching to the ones I built my corners for my fence out of, which I think is kind of neat because that just makes the whole garden match, except for, well, that bed I built last year. So just an added bonus to it. Looks pretty good. There's been no critters yet. Gotta put my gate skid back in place. But yeah, got the garden all ready for planting. Oh, sort of. Lots more soil, and then it'll be ready for planting. But I think it looks really nice with the raised beds. They turned out good. We got a really nice breeze right now. That's keeping the black flies away from me. Finally. It's the first real break I've had from them all week. Oh. But yeah, got some wood cut up. When I was building the planters. So I was running, so I figured might as well cut a bunch of that up. Everything's going great so far this year though. Nice and smooth. Lots of wood already done. Yeah, we're thinking I should try and plant not lilacs, lavender in this pot. So, yeah. Okay, I'll let you go.